pee. It'll make me want to.
All right, we're starting these pee conversations.
Raining. If it's raining and
I
gotta pee, I'm like, oh
shit. Then you just need a diaper.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, it just
throughout the summer, because that's when it rains the most.
It just gives
us.
me the urge.
Yeah.
But then I'll just be like, all right,
like
gotta go find the toilet.
No, I'd be feeling like I might drop it or lose it or something, you know?
Drop it or lose it.
Like when it's just hanging there, don't you fear like your shit's just gonna fall somewhere? Like you have that feeling like it's gonna happen.
I've never.
That's why I don't want to get my shit pierced or anything like that.
That's
because I be thinking, because you know,
if
you ever
cooked?
caught a nail on your bed sheet? Imagine that catching on the like bull ring or whatever that
Well,
you
I
got.
got piercings. I
Down below.
Yeah.
Woo! And we finna get ready to open up the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all ages, it is time for the most reckless podcast in the world. Lena Martin, Gabe Stomach, and Icy LaBenjamin, and we are the Intellectual Nonsense. I've been doing a lot of work. Got a little extra money on my chip.
Ooh.
To get that smoke machine.
I'm gonna go get some fried cheese.
Nah.
Damn, I've been waiting for like 2 months.
Fried cheese.
It's not open on Monday, so when we move over to the Tuesdays, we got to move over to the Tuesdays. Shout out to you for putting your daughter in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
She's different.
She suggested this to come in.
Yes.
Yo, shout out to her. You know, I'm gonna give her.
You think that I would do that? I've been seeing them like get each other like in chocolate.
It's the safest. It's the safest fighting, style, because it's like, okay, once I'm in a position, tap out.
Yeah.
Like, if it was karate, then you got some kicking, you got a few things to worry about.
I told her, you want to do cheerleading again? Because she did it before COVID, and she did really good. And I was really impressed by her. And I said, okay, time to get back into something. What you want to do? She said, I want to do karate. And I was like, no, I don't think that's safe. So then she heard about jiu-jitsu, and she's like, I want to do that. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Her godfather's kids are going. So that's his little section. Like, he'll sometimes pick her up and take her. So shout out to the godfather, because he is just amazing. Bought her uniform and was just like, oh, I'm taking my baby with my kids too. And she's been enjoying it. She come home and she's like, look what I learned. And grabs me by the neck. And
you better get your ass beat.
I am. I'm a little scared. I'm not going to lie.
What'd you say, Mom?
Yeah.
Square up.
But I like that. There's so much going on in the world. I feel like that's like something
protection.
she'll need. Yeah, something
she's definitely gonna need
for
it.
sure.
Definitely. Look, she's like, as you keep talking, okay, we already got forensics, investigation ID that she's watching, and then now she wants to get into some fighting. Yo,
Batgirl.
Yo, we gotta get some.
She's gonna be tough.
Yo, we gotta watch some UFC. She watch UFC? Gotta take her to.
You promised you were gonna take her.
Huh?
You're gonna take her also to watch wrestling. She hasn't forgot about that either.
No, I'm still gonna take her to that. But the one that was like, we didn't know her at that time.
Yeah, no, she is my different child. Every time I talk about her, everyone's like, "Wait, this is your girl," and I'm like, "Yeah, this is my
It's
girl."
a dude.
Yeah, that's my baby
she dope
girl.
as fuck. Yes. But yes, before the show had opened up and I gave my own opens and all that other stuff, we was talking about the level of accountability that women have to just be up on each other. And I like that. That's dope as fuck.
You be looking at my snaps?
Yeah.
Is that what you're referring to? I feel sometimes with my girls, when they get those drinks in, it's like watching live porn. All of a sudden, all my homegirls.
It's diet porn. It's the same as 365.
I'm like, I'm sitting there like, oh, this is what we're doing? This is what we're doing. And then the next day, we all hung over. We don't even know what happened. I don't really... Oh, no, I did lick a boobie Saturday night.
Nice.
Yeah, I did lick just half a boobie. Just
Side boob?
No.
Top boob?
I tried to get that piercing, but I was like, I'm not going to do all that. Because then it gets weird. These are your friends. Like, I don't want them to be like, oh, which friend you talk about? The one that licks my boob? No, I don't.
So?
No.
Everyone loves to taste the pennies.
You're so stupid.
Y'all
I've
saw.
always heard that. Is that true? Have you done it? You lick the pierced nipple and it tastes like a penny.
Like silver,
Yeah, yeah.
especially if it's hot.
Right out.
Like right out the shower. It done got some what? Hold on, let me hear you with my science. Some convection.
The steam hits it.
Mm-hmm.
And just warms the metal up. Get the hot metal taste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Look, I've been around the corner.
All right, I see.
Yeah. Have fun times.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been in the community a lot.
Nah, not like that. I'm pretty like low key with who, cause if like I'm already trying to be in front of the camera and all that other stuff. If somebody is like very reckless, I can detect reckless quickly. Like when I cash my check, or when I cash my check, there's a girl that I see, and she just like. She look like she don't care about life. She don't. Every time you ask her a question, she can't do that.
Oh.
And you could just tell, like, she look like she'll probably wrap you up with a baby, and then just go reckless. And I don't want that type of craziness. It's just like let's just be adults. Like, why we gotta be all of this? Oh, you can't do this like the high school days.
Yeah, I hate the restriction things. Why do we, as adults, give restrictions to other adults? It's kind of weird to me. I'll be honest. That's like the weird. Like, I literally left
but
my
it depends
house.
on the restrictions.
Nah, I don't want. Because, like, in my head, it's like I grew up 21 years with restrictions over my parents. Just
Get
to
out.
Be free for what? 10 years? Get into a relationship?
Sometimes a person lets go of themselves, and you just need that little, like, reminder.
No. I'm fine having, like, agreements. I don't like restrictions.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Let me know where the line at, but don't
Let's agree
ridicule the line every time. You're like, oh, where you been at? That bitch house? If you don't have no evidence to support that, don't bring that up, because then now we're thinking about it constantly.
Yeah.
And then now it's bound to fuck up, because now it's just like, fuck it. And most guys think like this. I know this is not the right way to think it, but it's just like, all right, if I'm in jail, let me go do a crime that is jail worthy.
I'm already accused. And I'm finna
get arrested. Like, just think about this.
Yeah.
If the cops is coming to your house, they called you and be like, hey, Lena, I'm finna get ready to come pick you up, because you are you're going to jail for bank robbery or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and go rob the bank. Go rob that motherfucker.
That's true, though. That's true. Like, I'm thinking about it. If I'm already going to do the time, do the crime.
But mind you, though, it's like the previous times we've tried to prove that we ain't robbed the said bank be accused of.
And then we still get
in trouble. So it's like,
be like, well, fuck it.
I'm going to rob the bank.
We're going to rob it. And then let her be, they say most women are truthful. We allow y'all, because we don't mind playing the bad guy.
True that.
It's just like, well, fuck it. She always keep accusing me. She already told her group of friends I'm a cheater and everything else. So might as well just go and roll out the red carpet. Make sure it's somebody of worthy that is, like, if I'm gonna rob the bank, I'm gonna make sure it's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure it goes. And a lot of guys,
I always said that if I'm gonna do something, God forbid I'm in a situation where I have to feed my family, worst comes to worst, and I gotta rob something and get some money, I'm going all out. Like, I'm not robbing a little convenience store. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm going straight to the bank. I'm doing it big.
You're gonna premeditate that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yes.
I say Fort Knox shit. You know what I'm saying? Why not knock out Fort Knox type shit? Go big like the GTA heist.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Go
You don't
big
get
or
the
go
same
home.
amount of years. I mean,
True.
if no one's in the bank. If people are in the bank, it's different. They add each year per person. So.
Oh, didn't know that. So do it at night.
So like if you kidnap, so like if you like got hostages, that's kidnapping per person.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like 7 years.
So you're safer if you do it at night when it's like closed. Okay. Do they keep the money in it, or is it sent somewhere else?
No, you usually got 24 hour. They usually got 24-hour money, like in the vault, like in a lockbox.
Okay.
Yeah. This is things on Discovery Channel.
Right, and
it's not even like
because it's hard too, because you gotta think about
we got so much of like DNA. We got so much history of guys cheating and women doing their thing.
What do we do?
Also cheating.
Oh, okay. I mean, some women do that.
I didn't say all.
Not all men cheat. Not all women cheat.
Right,
Well,
but I'm
But
saying
a high
we do have
percentage does.
we do have a lot of generation of that,
But
and
I
then
think
as
it's
guys, we're like, oh man, like you say this to all the the little kids. Oh man, you're gonna be beating all the women off. Boom, that's already
implanted in.
click. And then you keep adding on. How many girls? I know I had like 5 of my mom's friends as girlfriends. Oh, that's my little boyfriend right there. Every time I showed up.
Okay.
So you click in every time that I can have. I'm already got multiple women because I got multiple girlfriends. Just keep.
So you thought you were just big shit, just like dating your mom's friends.
But you.
Yeah, I already had, but I had a girlfriend at the school too. I mean, it wasn't like we was having sex.
I know.
But you know, you already clicking that. I already got like 4 of them think I'm cute as shit, and then I got my actual girlfriend at the elementary school that we're at,
Oh my God. You're a
and so
mess.
you already got like 7. Already planted. I was raised by all just women.
That makes sense. Math.
I'm not saying that's what I'm doing, but there was a level of that. I came
But it's
into
constant.
I had my little, my little whole phase.
But it's a constant programming that we all like. It's the.
Well, I'm
social-
detecting it now because I went to the
whole
therapy.
phase is just like puberty. Like I feel like everyone has gone through it. There's no way you could tell me you've never gone through a whole phase.
There's certain people that haven't, but it's just the upbringing that you came with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know a lot of dudes.
But there's level of wholeness.
And it's
Like
the
you're a level
environment.
1 hoe, level 2 hoe, level 3 hoe, but everyone has gone through their whole
But
phase.
I got at least about like 5 friends now currently
Yeah,
that has never heard ever in their life.
you don't know that. Were you there?
Whole time in school, these two been together.
Oh, okay.
Whole time, like Tara and Marvin have been together since like we was at Dairy Queen working together, and they just hooked up when I worked there. They've been together still to this day, no cheating, no nothing. So the whole phase comes in on bad upbringings.
And the environment.
Okay.
You got other whole best friends.
I'm not gonna put point names, but I will point. Bad upbringing. Bad
Okay.
upbringing. I'm gonna point out the negative. You had both.
I had both parents.
You had both parents in
I
the
have both
household.
parents.
So did you have a whole phase?
After I got freed of my parents, I'd say restrictions.
Yeah, you
Once
got free. You felt the freedom. Yeah.
Once you gave me a
But
house,
you went through a like you said you was poor.
I went to
Even
college. Like I went to a dorm.
though- I'm saying your life upbringing. How poor was your
Oh,
lifestyle?
it was not poor at all.
Not poor, well off. So there's some anomalies out there, but most of the people that has bad upbringings, most of the lifestyle that you hang around with is
I'd say the
dudes
environment.
Yeah, the environment that's around you.
And it's also
Agreed.
Is a
depending
product.
on what you see.
Right.
I went to,
If you see that within your household or your immediate family's household, that it's acceptable to do that,
You know it's wrong.
then you know it's
Yeah.
wrong, but you're seeing it growing up, then it's kind of like, oh, well, they was doing it,
so all
so
right.
Right.
then it's kind of okay to do it.
Yeah.
So then you go through that phase.
Yeah, Charlemagne has said something about it. He said his dad said that, no, he asked him like, why you cheating on mama? Because he found out.
Yeah.
And he's like, son, when you get here, you'll understand. But that didn't help him. That hurt him.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, is that I don't understand in a good way or a bad way? And he took it the opposite direction. And both him and his girl was both cheating on each other. They still together to
Yeah,
this day,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they both was cheating on each other.
I know
Because
they've been
both of
together
them
for
had the
like
same.
years too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they both had the same kind of upbringing where it was just like one parent out of the household, but they was seeing cheating all the time.
Yeah.
You had a whole face.
I had a full. Yeah.
That was your life upbringing.
I mean, I was poor and stuff like that. I don't think it has anything to do with
No,
like,
no. I'm just saying the environment.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with my household. It was more of the people I hung out with.
Around with,
Yeah, yeah. I just saw them do it and I
The
thought it
other
was
Lena.
okay. Yeah, and I just didn't judge them. They didn't judge me. We were having fun. Now that I'm older and matured and I'm a mother, I look back and I'm like, oh God,
Yo,
please
we
don't
had
let
a
my
wild
child-
time. Nah,
Please
you-
don't have my child do those type of things and stuff like that. When you're living it, you don't see wrong in it. You just see as freedom, youth,
Right.
like experimenting, having fun. Then you get older and you thank God that, oh shit, thank God I didn't end up dead, raped, or like, you know
On
what I
X
mean?
videos.
Or, yeah.
This might sound bad.
Kidnapped.
I kind of want my son to kind of go through it.
You're saying
But these are sons. I have a daughter.
she knows jujitsu.
If I had a daughter, I would say the same
Same
thing.
thing.
I would say the same thing. And I'm not saying rape and all that other stuff, but there's a level of they have to navigate. There's no book.
That's
We
true.
don't have shit.
That's true.
Like nobody told you how to raise. Your mom can say, "Hey, make sure the formula and this and the third."
Yeah.
But when you're in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
moment, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
and I'm the type of person that you could tell me what's gonna happen, but I want to see for myself.
Right.
And that's why we make the choices that we make, because sometimes we know
Right.
those things are wrong to do, but
Right.
you want to know how wrong it is.
Right.
I'm the type of person. I'm like that. Don't touch the stove because it's hot, and I want to touch and see how hot it is. That's me.
Nah, I'm not that. I'm good with watching somebody else, but like,
Well, that's what
nope.
happens.
Yup.
Take notes.
Boop. Do not touch the stove.
I'd be that second caveman.
Yeah. Because you got to think about all the stuff that we are, taking as luxuries and stuff like that. These microphones used to be hot. I mean, hot. They touch them. Your ass that. You fucking dead. That's what they. But
We're
now
out
we're
5
able.
minutes.
Yeah, nah. Power lines used to, when power lines first came about, them bad boys is not stable like they are today. They used to just fall and zap a whole motherfucker and just have somebody just come out there, hup, and brought that motherfucker to the
I knew
hospital.
somebody in my youth that passed away like that. There was after a hurricane, one of the power lines went down, and he went out there barefooted to swim because it was flooded outside of the hurricane. Next thing you know, he's just floating.
That's why I don't fuck with water like that. That's right.
And you would think logically, hey, I don't want to mess my shoes up, so I'm gonna go ahead and put
But we were like 8, like puddles. You're
think
going
about it.
out there and you're building little boats out of paper and you're all excited in the water. It's up to the knee. You're in Miami. Yeah, but you didn't hear it. All you saw was him just lift up like a leaf.
Yeah, you don't hear that shit.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
don't
live
hear
wire.
I thought you hear it like.
Oh nah, that's just you
That's
been-
if it's
TV
the
been-
cartoon shit.
TV
I
been
thought I was
fucking
seeing
you
the
up.
skeleton and you turn white and black.
There's
I
certain-
mean, well, there is the ones where you touch when you touch that arc. But if you're in the water already, nah, it's like,
You don't hear it.
nah.
It has to be a certain voltage for it to be sounding off. Cause like if it's a if it's a low voltage like a goat, thing, you ain't gonna hear that. It's gonna give you a vibration, but it's a nasty like it make you mad. Look like it's your hands
That's
on
why I'm
fire.
scared of electricity. That scares me. When I see people doing that job, kudos to them. It's just like playing. What is that called? The Russian roulette. Is that what it's called? I
Yeah.
feel like that game.
Yeah.
That game is what you do when you work with electricity. When I was younger too, I was in the monkey bars. You know how the siren goes off in the school so that all the kids could go in. We didn't have that when we were younger. Now they do. We were in the monkey bars. I remember it getting dark outside. One of them lightnings hit a boy too. Flew him about 4 feet. He slammed against the monkey bars. We were all running. This has all happened when I was a little kid. Electricity was a big thing in Miami, and I am so terrified. I'm so terrified to the point that even when I plug something like my charger, I always have to let me put on my shoes because if you're barefooted, all these things go. I'm terrified.
I think you still. Well, no. I think you still get shocked.
I know.
Yeah, you'll still get shot.
But the whole if you have rubber in your shoe, you won't.
I mean,
some
it'll
shit.
insulate it. It won't
You be like,
Yeah, it
It
gets you.
hurts.
Yeah. Well,
been
for
a little
me,
zapped
maybe I've been zapped too many times.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get used to it after a while.
You be like,
No. Oh no, I get all jumpy.
You're like, phew,
That's that.
That's gonna be done.
Yup.
That's done for a few
Don't
days.
touch
I feel
that
bad
no
for
more.
IT at my job.
That's
If a
easy.
cord gets loose in my computer, I'm texting him. He's like, just push the cord in. I'm like, no, you come push it in. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, just push it in.
No.
Dude, God rest his soul. My best friend, of when I was like from like 3. We went to preschool. We went to every school together. He touched it and his skin fucking fell off, like melted the fuck off. That's how high the voltage was, because he's like on a live wire in the house. Oh,
That's 220.
woo! Just zip. Skin just melted. I was like, what? Skin melt?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think, we joke, but Tesla made Tesla. What's that? Oh, the old dude Tesla, not Elon.
Yeah.
But Tesla guy, he made some shit happen. With this electricity. So
The generator.
there's no joke with the power of electricity. Now,
Yeah.
when you think about
That's
it.
powerful.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's
Gotta
powerful.
light all this shit up constantly.
It starts with people's hearts. That's what blows my mind. He was like, I don't need that much, just a little. He's back to life. We
Right.
got him.
Oh yeah.
We got him. But then you hit it to 800. Damn. Dialed it too high, didn't it? Yep. Dialed it a little too high. So that's the shit that blows my mind when you like have electricity.
Son.
I can't be a doctor. I don't know how you're in the medical field. It's wild to me.
It is, and you know what? With everything I'm going through with my dad, I thought I would be like a strong person, but when it's your relative, it is so much more different. I have given the news to people that that they're sick, because I work in the infectious disease. I work in an infectious disease clinic, so I could give bad news. I could translate because I'm a medical interpreter too. I've worked in Lee Health where I did like interpreting for some crazy shit. But when it comes to like your loved ones, man, that shit hits hard.
Because
that
you went through life.
I thought it was gonna be like okay, and then I had like complete meltdowns at a time. But it makes you see things from a whole different perspective because you're so tough to your patients, and then you realize like you should be a little bit more understanding and passionate. Have that,
Like
give them the
more
companionship.
sympathy
Yeah,
in a
more
way.
sympathy, and I don't know, but it definitely has opened my eyes, and I have a lot more respect for people that work like ER,
Yeah. What?
ICU. As I've been there, I see like people's like lives declining and the flat lines in the other room and all the nurses running to the other room and covering the person's. Oh, like I can't do it.
You seen that? You seen that movie? Out of Town with Justin Timberlake.
Out of time?
Out of
Does-
Time.
Oh,
is that the one-
yes.
Is that the one where like
Yeah,
he
he
had
had
a clock on
it's,
his arm? or
yeah,
something?
it's
Yeah.
a clock. Mm-hmm.
And like every time he did something, he got time taken off.
Yes,
pay with
no,
time.
yes.
That movie was
Yeah.
hard.
So that's what reminds me of that. It's just like you're coming to that because it comes for everybody. Like you
Yeah.
say, like that, life is not expected for everybody, but death is for everybody.
Yeah.
And like when that realization, here's you see somebody else's clock declining.
That's how I see like my father,
Mhm.
like a clock.
Mhm.
Like you see the health declining, and you're just there like, okay, how much time do we have? How much time do we have?
Mhm.
To me, it's ridiculous. I was explaining this to my mom. It's crazy how a woman gives birth to you. You're born.
Mhm.
This woman goes through all this pain to have a child. This child learns how to walk.
Mhm.
We go to school. We learn how to be adults. And then just one day, you could die. And then you become ashes, bones. Like you never existed and you're gone. Vanished. Like that to me is crazy and so unpredictable. Like you could be here. Literally, we were having dinner with my family. We were having a good time. Dinner, drinks, and everything. 6 o'clock in the morning, artery ruptured, internal bleeding. I'm talking about he woke up screaming and he said, "My ribs! Someone broke my ribs! My back!" I was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What is going on?" What I didn't know is that his artery had ruptured and he was having internal bleeding. All the blood was going into his organs. And what he explains is that it feels like someone was literally grabbing his organs and bones and crushing them. That's what he felt. But we didn't know. Then he had pneumonia.
Damn.
It's been ridiculous. And now he's just been in ICU for the past 2 weeks. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, this is such an active man who has fought so many cancers, has battled so much, escaped Colombia because he wasn't a good person. To see him like that in bed, it's just so sad how you could end up in the blink of an eye.
But
Unpredictable. Time just
Right, and with reference to that movie, like, no, we're not spending like the actual time because he was like paying
Yeah.
for lunch. with the
Yes.
shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
No, we're not spending that time, but you guys think about all the, because like, did he get over here legally or
He came here legally.
illegally?
Yeah.
So you got to think about it. What he had to do, put his body through to get over here, and then now I have to build whatever from the United States up.
Yeah.
We all have certain type of battles that we go through that we know that we be like.
So you're not clocking yourself out and stuff like the movie, but you really are and you don't even know it.
Right.
Because you're putting your body through all this stuff. I always tell my dad, if he did not abuse drugs like he did when he was younger, he would have been a lot more stronger. Of course, he can't turn back time. It is what it is.
Right.
You know, the cancers, that deteriorated him. You know, you do go through, you know, things in your life that makes your life just go down, like even bad habits like smoking cigarettes, you know, things like that. But yes, I feel like we are clocking our time out. We just don't see it, you know.
But then the other side is, if we don't, do we not live then?
That's true. It's like, do you give yourself restrictions?
What?
Or how far do you, with your restrictions, how far do you push yourself to allow
it's like-
yourself
Think
to
about it. How
live
many
and then
people-
allow yourself
How many
restrictions?
people woke up one morning, slipped, hit their head in the bed, and died? And then you have people that are crazy and, you know, do the, you know, our race
Insane
car.
stuff,
Yeah.
and then they never touch.
Regardless, if your time is coming, your time is coming. That's how I see it. But I wouldn't want to restrict. I did the zip line, and everyone's like, well, you did zip lining? I'm like, yeah, 3 mile zip line. And they're like, well, was it over stuff? I'm like, yeah, mountains, rocks, and everything. People were like freaking out. I'm like, but it was such a great experience. I could just go back to the hotel room and slip in the tub, and I'm gone.
But you had a dope ass time.
But I had a dope ass time. Yes. Now I'm not gonna be stupid and go play with sharks and shit.
I did that. I did stingrays.
Okay, that's stupid.
I swam with stingrays.
But that, like, yeah, the most iconic dude from that got
Killed
hit
by
with
his
that,
thing, yeah.
but it's still like.
But he got killed because he took the stinger out.
But still, just being out there.
Just being
Yeah.
out there.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Still,
yeah,
just
yeah,
being
yeah,
out
yeah.
there, just in general.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you? But he enjoyed life though.
Yeah, he did.
All that dangerous shit, like he was famous for it. That's why we know him. And like he was fearless, and then his kids are now the same way, knowing that he died from that. They still toe that line. Is like, nah, I'm out here with these animals because it was just a one-off. That my
I feel
dad,
like whoever got COVID, we probably got like 3 years taken out of our lifeline.
Do you really?
I feel it.
Mhm.
I feel it.
Depending on
I
'Cause
feel it.
yes,
yeah, depending on
That's what I'm
how
saying, your body
the
goes through
severity
things you
of
didn't even
how bad
know
you
it.
got it.
Like you're
not
clicking
saying
away.
you changed, but like.
No, I get
Like
what
now
you're saying.
people, like I know one girl that I was like following for the longest time, she lost all her weight, like completely. And then now she's like, but like 2019 she was Gucci, and COVID hit and her whole body structure
Yeah.
just went to like shit. I was
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like,
fuck,
would we?
happened?
That's what I'm saying. Would we consider that? Some people may have had a benefit from the loss. Of
Yeah,
weight.
some people might have benefit, but you don't know what got taken away because it might be internal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then remember beforehand you didn't have a hernia.
Yeah. Now I don't have to lift shit. See what I'm saying?
No, I get
See
you
what I'm
trying to
saying?
turn it into
It's
a
not-
positive.
But it's not even turning into a positive. That's the negative.
Is
I
that
have
why
a
you
hernia.
didn't help me earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
I wasn't a dick. No, I really have a hernia.
No, I thought you were being a dick, but
No, I have a hernia.
People have
I could be a
reasons.
dick when I'm eating. Like I know he was eating, and I don't know if you noticed, I switched the chair.
Yeah, I didn't
You're
help.
not-
She lifting
okay.
shit. I was like, don't do that.
He's
Stop,
like,
wait for them.
Don't do that.
Wait for people to come.
That looks dangerous. Why are you doing that
Oh,
while
he
I'm
was saying
here?
in reference to the cameras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's-
No, but I was careful. I just moved to the side, and but he was over there like telling me what to do without really helping me.
No, I told you not to do anything.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he's learned. He learned this lesson from way back when.
He does definitely play this HR role really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, snitching and just telling me what to do.
I don't
and
want to say
the
snitching.
danger. I hid something from you, and the first person to open their mouth was him.
Yeah, you stole his property.
I mean, that's viable stuff.
Oh
At
my
least.
goodness. Yeah, just gonna have each other's back. Whatever.
If it's like something that you enjoy, like
Tell me about it.
pranking or
I had your
like
back like the
surprises
other
or something,
day.
he'll keep that. But like,
I don't know about this weekend though. So,
Yeah, that was the
I
day I'm
mean,
talking about.
Oh yeah, we went to what's the name of the place?
Via?
I don't know how to say it.
Via or some shit?
Avia or something like
Avia?
that in Orlando. Yo, we went. We made his jacket.
He said that you guys did it.
Yeah.
He was excited.
Yeah, I was excited because
It actually looks really good on camera.
Thank you.
No, thank myself.
it's
Yeah,
it's
you
a
did
lot
good.
of trial and error.
You,
Yeah.
Just fucking with us, and then now we're getting it to the point. Man, I got some more paper coming so we can be able to try on the one with the clear. So we're trying to get that going. So we got that going. Got some investors and some other stuff coming in. So
Baby
looking into
steps.
some,
I love it.
looking into some money. Then we're gonna look for some property because I don't feel like we're finna outgrow this place.
Fast.
I want 10 acres.
Okay. Who's cutting the
Um,
grass?
I don't know about this tractor.
Tractor.
Who's buying the tractor?
John Deere investors.
Investors. What are you talking about? We get investors, man.
We're gonna put a
This is a podcast. We can
Yeah.
get investors.
put a studio
Sponsorship.
on there, have a food truck park,
Okay.
and a couple trailers.
I'm entertainment. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to do. I can't tell that part because
Maybe
we're gonna have people steal that idea.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah, don't take too
But
much.
we're trying to do something that's next level. It has never been done in Fort Myers
Oh,
ever. Like ever.
Are we gonna podcast like jumping from a plane?
No, I wish.
I mean,
I wish. We got to get a lot of. I don't think that can happen. Not live.
podcasting, but
You can do it live.
filming.
Yeah, we can film, but not podcasting. Because you ain't going to hear shit. You just.
Yeah, that's true.
Get the helmet.
Even
You
then,
gotta have the full helmet.
it's just too.
And I don't think you can talk like your lips are gonna be like.
No, you gotta have like the helmet, like the one that comes all
Like the
over.
full
Oh.
thing goes
And
over.
has the
But
mic in it.
I don't want to do that. I
The
want
thought
the.
of being
I want the
Oh.
That's stupid. I don't
the
want.
face and everything.
I can
I
just
want all
drive
that.
fast out of a window and get the same feeling.
But when we do this, when we do this epic event,
Yeah.
the level I'm talking about, I want to blow roofs off. Like next level shit.
10 acres.
Okay, and document it in history because most events, and we've known some. You've been here for a hot minute. We've known some events to blow Fort Myers away, in the histories.
You know, every time I think about that, like best things, the phone parties.
Okay, she grabbed that. All right, we there with the phone.
I mean, I got pink eye, but besides that,
Ew.
those
I
were
don't
like
know
the
about
best.
all
I don't know about all that.
I didn't have that.
I didn't.
I got
Came out the next day, I was like, what happened
Oh,
to my
God.
eyes? Like, shut.
Nah, that wasn't me.
But
Man.
those phone parties, I think I went to Reserve had it. That was awesome. And I think Neo's had it once. And then it was somewhere else. Dope.
Mhm.
Best
I went to the
thing
Neos.
ever.
Never been.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, this was before you got here.
Yeah.
Guys in the swimming trowels and girls in their bathing suit
Yep.
tops. And you
Yep.
just in the bubbles just turking it, but you'll see people disappear into the bubbles. They'll come back like 15 minutes later, and I'm like,
Yep.
they're all fixing their cells. I'm like, what the hell are you doing down
That's
there
how you
in
get
the
pink
pool?
eye.
Yep. That's how you. Yep. That's where you got that pink
That's
eye.
how I got that pink eye.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was
We had
the
that.
best. What else?
Um,
I'm trying to think. I know
we
have
had Rich Homie.
Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, when he came down to Harborside.
Oh, that was live. I went to that. I had
I was
fun.
I was
That
on stage filming.
Yeah, I remember that.
What else happened? I know there was a few that I didn't be a part of, but I heard them, like Plies coming in and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that.
But
live.
again, none of this stuff was documented because they don't put Fort Myers on the map as what they do a major city and bringing cameras and stuff like that.
It's a budget thing. It's a budget.
Ain't that much
You can get a
budget.
local
It's
person.
Yeah.
You can get a local person to do it, and even pro bono if they want to get their
We're
names
getting
going.
the stuff now. Like
Yeah.
it's I mean it's expensive. Don't get it twisted. It's still
No,
expensive. but-
that's what people think. They don't even bother because they know that they're gonna be losing money.
But even still losing money, that's
That's
bad
a
business.
part of the business.
Yeah, that's
No.
bad business if you
Yeah.
think
Like,
like
the
that.
first 2-3 years.
It's supposed to be the negative then.
Yeah,
then you work your
because
way
you
up with
got to
the
get your
network.
ass whipped
It's like
People need to know you first.
Right.
I was reading like statuses on Facebook. Someone wrote something like, "Oh, Fort Myers is so lame. They never bring like good artists to the city. It's always like these retired, washed up artists." And I'm thinking to myself, you are complaining, but are you willing to spend the money to see an artist that is out there right now?
Drop
I doubt
$80.
it. Because I did go to Orlando, and I remember this guy was there. I forgot who it was. It was a couple of artists, but I paid $150 to get in.
Yeah.
And people down here are not going to do it. I was in Orlando, though, and it was crazy. Crazy. I think it was like Flo Rida was in there, and then...
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Young Gotti was in there.
But people would make the trip for what? Rolling Loud? Yeah, paid.
And that's only 100 people in that bad boy.
But the tickets
It
still
was
be
packed, but it
150.
was the most, the energy. Like, this city do not understand energy, and you have to pay for that.
Yeah.
Like our first couple episodes here, I feel like we have a good vibe of energy. The first couple didn't have it because we're still figuring out each other's energy. You're gonna have to take a couple of L's on a certain set of episodes until you get to that level.
That Centennial Park thing that they do in the park, and they fence it in, like when they brought Trina and Trick Daddy, that was pretty dope.
Right.
Maybe because I'm just a fan of them, period.
Right.
But that was fun. The atmosphere was fun. All the food trucks were out there. It was like the vibe was really good. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I felt like I was in like a festival somewhere else. I feel like if we continue doing that.
The problem with Fort Myers with that is they, like you said, that was a good event. But how old is Trina though? I'm not knocking on Trina, not knocking on it.
She aged like one.
I understand that.
But I mean,
But you
relevancy.
gotta rejuvenate the
No, I
like,
get it, but I'm saying like things like that.
Fort Myers don't want to take it in. They don't want to see a little Uzi. They don't want to see
Kodak.
no, they want to see Kodak.
They don't want to pay for
If
it.
Kodak came through this bad boy,
But
it
would they
would
pay
shut
for it?
shitty
That's the question.
fucking down.
We're talking about if they paid for it.
The problem is also if the city or the police hear that he's come, they're gonna shut that shit
That's
down.
yeah.
Cause there's been events that I've got ready, got dressed and have purchased tickets, gone there, police shut it down.
Cause it's too wild.
Cause it's too wild.
But here's the thing: the reason why those don't work, they need to, which I will be doing, because that's what I'm building to. They need to go to the mayor and everybody else, and you got to get that good rapport. You're gonna have to take a couple of events that, you know, the local community and make them like God level. Once you make them to God level, then that's gonna show the city, but like, all right, I'm able to control an event and make sure I got security on point. You don't hear nothing.
I think that's another issue too, is the lack of security.
I'm big on that. That's the first thing.
I agree. Lack of security is an issue.
Like some more money coming through.
Ooh.
But knock on wood, I've had 16 events, and I got shout out to Scott. We're gonna be calling him again. Scott, Blackhorn, Christian, all them guys. They keep all my events protected because I'm number one on you guys. Them guys up there that's battling or dancing or performing, they already got all of they, constituents and all of that going on and behind them. They already got that covered. They already got their goons and whatnot. But most of the people that's in the audience, y'all come in like a 3 set with groups, you, Pumpkin, and Rick and Barbara and whoever else that come in. Y'all go in that little niche group. Who's protecting y'all? I understand, well, y'all do have guys that come with y'all, but they go to the bathroom, something like that. You don't know. Gunshot goes off.
Yeah.
And Scott, even though a lot of people don't like it, that motherfucker will take that damn taser and be like, hey, there ain't gonna be no whap-pow! Ain't gonna be nothing. Ain't gonna start nothing.
Like ZombieCon was something I enjoyed every year. I used to mark down my calendar.
That's what made me stiffen up.
Just waiting and waiting.
Wow.
Yeah, that was not cool at all.
Where was you at?
There.
Like
right there.
Like right near it?
Yeah. The person, it was crazy. The person that I was dating at that time, he tells me, he has a weird things of like predicting certain stuff.
I got that same thing.
Yeah. So he looked at me and he was like, babe. And I said, what? He was like, I don't know. I have a heaviness in my chest. I think we should go. And I'm like, you know Halloween is my favorite. You know if Halloween could be 365 days, it will be. I was like losing it. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. He looked at me. He's like, I really feel bad. The energy is bad. I want to go. I said, fine. I remember him grabbing me. We took a few steps. Pop, pop, pop. People just stampeding and we just ran to the car. I didn't look back. I just saw people falling as they're running and bumping into each other and, you know, pushing people aside. And we were just running. I didn't even look back. I heard it. And then that's it.
The same thing with him. When his birthday was coming up, I told him, I was like, dude.
We were like halfway to the car and the people just, it's like hundreds of people just running.
Yeah.
That was so crazy. Just looked and saw it and just.
I remember
Didn't even look back after
we
that.
go the opposite direction? We was already in the opposite direction. So we didn't run, but we were like, what the fuck? We heard pop, pop, pops.
Yeah.
Looked down
And
the
now
block,
look, one situation like that fucked it up for everyone. Because I love like doing my makeup, dressing up and going out there. Now we can't even do that.
I mean, again, that's where I'm coming back in. I'm gonna be able to bring that. Like, I don't do outside events. I hate them.
Really?
I hate outside events because there's no control.
That's true.
Anybody can just pop up.
That's true. That's
And
true.
then with events that they've done with Comic-Con and stuff like that, them things are safe as fuck because as soon as you go in,
You can't go back out.
you can't come back out.
Yeah, unless you have a reason.
And then they gotta scan you. You gotta go back through the metal detector. Once
Security
again,
all
every
through.
time you come out, you gotta go back and do all of that. And I hate that you have to do that, but
It's safety, and I
and it
appreciate
allows
that.
everybody to dress up with the
Yeah.
guns and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
know that those are not real weapons.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have an inside event and then control that bad boy. If it is an outside event, oh man, panic. You already panic on an inside event.
But it depends how organized it is.
Even then.
Because when they did the thing downtown, like I was telling you, in the park, they put up a fence. And the police officers were in the fence, and it was one way in, one way out.
Okay.
It wasn't
But they
open.
made
Open.
they made like
But they made a perimeter.
Oh no,
perimeter,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's
they're
not like
not
they got
gonna
a
lose their
park.
money either.
Right.
You had to pay for those things,
Right.
and you couldn't go back out. Once you went back out, they'll remove your wristband. I think is what it was. So you could, but there was bathrooms in there. There was no reason for you to leave. There's no reason. There's bathrooms in there. There's foods in there. Unless there's an emergency, you can't come back in.
Mhm.
Like that. I'm okay with that.
I'm still a little risky because somebody can just pop up to the fence, pow, and run out.
That's true.
They got a whole bunch of.
People
It's just.
Shit.
I hate that I have to think that. I've
But
watched
it's
so many
because
movies.
It's because of the way that the
Yeah.
things we see, the way that we were raised, the things around us.
Lately in the news too.
Yeah, what happened yesterday or 2 days ago? With
Oh
Did they have in
man.
church too? They shot up some dude shot up
Oh
a church too.
man.
at church, like you think you're going to church to pray, you know, to tell God to forgive you for your sins, and you get killed.
Well, one person got killed.
Only one person got killed.
Church
but
goes.
Homeboy got his ass
They got
fucked up.
they chipped his ass.
I-
up
I-
and hog tied him.
They
with the
need to
extension
bump
cord.
up security. I hate this. They need to bump up security everywhere. You go to fucking.
I'll be honest though, like the notion.
There's a bunch of big
uh,
dudes around here.
The fact you can conceal carry, I feel like concealed carry is your best deterrent. Like,
Yeah.
if knowing that I roll up on anybody, I can get shot at any given time, would stop me just from rolling up on anybody in general. Even if I have a gun, because that means like I still got to run the risk. They don't got a gun.
Yeah.
All the retired cops and whatnot, they ain't got them. Boom, hit them.
Oh,
Hit them at a Walmart. Hit them at certain spaces. Because they do it at night before COVID had happened. They always had like a security just sitting in there, just ready to pop off,
But like I
just in
said,
case
it's all
anything
money.
happened.
Sandoval in Cape Coral, I go there for Halloween. That's where like the rich folks is. Talk about the security and all those police.
Tight.
All the police officers are off duty, but they still wear their uniform that day and they dedicate their time for the kids. And also they get tipped really good at the ends for an organization or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's money.
Right.
It's the area. It's the people. That's what it is.
I bet
But-
them cops getting charity.
I'm talking about there was
community
more
service
there was
hours
more
on
cops
their-
and
on
kids trick or treating, but I felt safe.
And how they got those events, tying it back to what we was talking about. If you give off that rapport that you are, hey, I'm hiring your cops, not my own little security that my homeboy cousin.
Yeah.
your cops. So then now I got a good rapport with you. I got the cops on my team.
Plus, cops be wanting some extra cash. I know you got some officers that trying to make some money.
Oh yeah.
You gotta look. What they say in the old days? Be like, man, you got a week.
Wet the whistle.
Wet the whistle.
A bribing? You talking about
No,
bribing?
not bribing. I'm saying if you gonna have them out there, make it worth their while. All right, you making all this money, cut a nigga in. Got you.
Yep.
Need you.
Money.
West
Money
wing
speaks.
up here. That over there. You off duty. You know, don't even worry about your. But I still want you to come in with cop uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I got you. And they're gonna make sure that bad boy protected, especially if you paying handsomely. Okay, if we doing epic events.
But like, even if you just ask the police office, they'll do PR stuff and have them wear the uniform and pull
you know
up the
what you
squad
need?
car and all that.
Hype men.
Yeah.
When I went to Jamaica, they had these young kids, knew how to dance. No one was dancing until those. Yup, they showed up, and they were bringing people out, from the crowd. It was lit after that. It was lit.
I bet.
It was amazing. Like, the energy was amazing. And it all started because it was like 5 kids. They were young. They were teenagers. And that's what they get paid for. And they're all dressed in white. And they just, like, you just start feeling it. Like, you feel like you're back in the days, like, when you're watching, like, B2K and stuff. Like, you're like, hey, pulling people out. All of a sudden, everybody's dancing. No
They
one
happy
cares
to
what they
see
look
you.
like.
Mm-hmm.
They're happy to see you.
So that will be
people.
another thing, too.
Yeah. I want to try to bring all of that atmosphere into this and watching again. I hate like it's fucking WWE. I mean, just watch the shit. Man. they control pops and
Calm down.
they control
Shattered
pops
glass.
and bells and whistles and stuff like
It's
that,
empty.
fireworks, and they got you up because wrestling is pretty boring if you just go there and watch it. Not for nothing. On TV, you getting a storyline.
Yeah.
In front, you just seeing wrestling and be like, well, what they talking about?
And if you far in the back,
And if you far in the back, you don't see nothing. And I'm like, all right, we got to control some of that. We got to figure out what is going to be entertaining for the people that cannot see. They got to have the same experience that the people up front that spent the same tickets. Got to figure that out. And you got to bring up some energy. You got to put some fireworks nearby. Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see who just hit the stage? And then here's an event I went. It was 105.5. This is when I was brand new to fucking Fort Myers, like brand spanking new. T-Pain came down here. He was at Ricochet. When Ricochet was still active. He came down over there where the Kmart Plaza is at. That's where Ricochet used to be. Not Kmart itself, but next to Kmart. Who's occupying that space now? It's a Spanish restaurant. Grocery
Bravo.
store. Who?
Bravo.
Bravo. Okay.
Yes.
That used to be Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Big ass venue. I was surprised nobody bought this motherfucker. Okay, it was already had the stage. Everything was already in play. You just had to add some other extra stuff in there. So T-Pain was coming down. I won some tickets out of nowhere. I was like, okay, this is fucking first 2 weeks in this motherfucker. I got tickets. I went. Epic show. T-Pain knows how to put out a fucking spread. It wasn't even that big. It like Harborside way bigger than that. And it was just an intimate. How many? I think Ricochet can hold by like 200-300, somewhere about in that max. You would have thought it was like the next level concert that he put on. And Omarion was there, but he never announced that he was there. And they was doing the dance, and then he just fell out of the thing and. Oh shit! It just, Omarion ain't all that, but it just like his presentation.
The energy. The presentation.
I was like, oh shit, we get a 2-for-1 T-Pain, and then he just went to dance. I was like, we need more of that. Fort Myers be like, coming to the stage. This one about to be a hot one. DJ hit me. Yo, die. Yeah, I'ma kill you. Ooh, yo, gangsta, black mask. Yo, fuck with your dog. And jump off the stage. I was like, what the fuck did he say?
I'll be honest, I'll be confused.
Yappa on deck.
What does Yappa mean?
Huh?
What does yappa mean?
Don't make me get that Thule on there.
I stopped asking.
He's so stressed out right now. He's all like, you know what? I can't keep up.
Don't make me get the llama.
What does llamas do with guns? How does llama even come in contact
I just
with
know
guns?
I just know the lingo. Never looked up the definition. We don't have a Fort Myers definition of this.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna grab the llama and get my stoli,
I've heard people call it
and
a
I'm
blinky.
gonna be out there bit lit.
What's a blinky?
Don't make me get the
A blanket?
blinky.
Blinky.
The blinky.
Oh.
Wow.
A little
Say
When
put-
you gonna take a
blankets.
nap, you gonna be blinking.
I love naps.
But this not the nap you want. This not the nap you want. Okay, you gonna take the longest nap forever.
Mm-mm. I don't get none of the new lingo.
They got the yappa, the Thule,
blinky,
the blinky.
the ducky. I think I heard.
No, the llama.
Stucky or some shit.
I don't know that one. That's a new one for me. The help me out. You been here long. You are born here.
You got rapper
That is
friends.
not my lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, uh-uh.
you got them friends that be saying the hood slangs.
I sometimes have to ask them, like, what does that mean?
But what have they said though? Like, they don't.
I mean, they'll break it down to me, but sometimes you have to hear the whole sentence for you to realize, like, oh, okay,
No,
so
but what are the words they've said? I'm saying add to the list.
I'm trying to think. Hold up.
It's just stupid.
You know why? I
They have
probably
to
don't
change it
remember?
up because
I don't
of
use
code.
it.
Yeah.
When you use it a lot, that's how you remember.
Mm.
Like when you start using lit, stuff like that. You use it so much you remember it. But if you don't use it, like I'm not out here trying to talk like Scrappy.
Okay, I feel that.
Like, have you heard him talk?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's nice, and I'm going to the she and I ain't. I'm not talking like that. I'm not
But you
doing
gotta.
it.
It's like, but you don't mind going to another country to learn their dialect. Fort Myers is technically like another country. So you gotta
Oh, yeah.
understand that lingo because
Little
you might.
Pakistan.
Yeah,
Little
because you might
Pakistan.
be in a. You
Oh my
might
god,
be
I
in a
haven't
heat
heard
zone.
that in years.
See?
What little
Oh
Pakistan?
my
That's what
god.
it's called, Little
Yeah, that's what
Pakistan.
they used to call Fort Myers.
Yeah, little Pakistan.
Uh huh.
I don't even have that much Pakistani food out here. That don't make sense.
Because of the danger.
Because of the danger. Yeah, it's a lot more safer now. But when the Lake Boys is out popping,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's pretty
the
dangerous.
Harlem Boys.
Yeah,
Who? Harlem Boys?
Harlem Boys.
Harlem Boys.
Yeah, they made the news. There was a time
They
period.
wiped off the streets a lot.
Yeah, there was a time period where I didn't even go to the club because it was like either shot up or somebody was beat up in that bitch.
There was a time that there was a shooting every single day, and
Yep.
we reached in the map like in Florida, like number 4 something in danger. This
Yup.
was way before even COVID.
Yup.
But there was a time that every day there was somebody shot dead.
Wasn't it like 2010?
I'll say.
Nah, I say
no.
a little earlier than that. I say probably like 8.
No,
Eight,
no, no,
nine?
no,
No,
no.
I think it was like
Kinda
maybe.
in 2011. I think it was around that time because I remember saying like, "Oh my God, my baby! Like this is not even safe." And I was like,
Okay,
I was a
okay.
newly mom, so
Okay.
it was, yeah, and it was bad. There was a time that I stopped going out too because it was the rivalry like the next week, the
Mhm.
revenge, and then
And then the week after was the next
I'm
one,
talking about,
and then
like,
the week after was the
yes.
next one.
Yes.
And it was
It
all
got
catching
so bad
each
that
other
the
at the clubs
cops,
'cause they
the
knew they
cops
was gonna
wouldn't
beat
do
us.
anything.
And that's why so many of the clubs had to close. That's another reason why Ricochet had to close because
Yup.
there was a shooting out there.
Yep.
Yeah, and it got to the point where like the cops wouldn't do anything because they
But-
basically were like, well, we're just gonna not do anything. We're not gonna step in, and eventually they're just gonna kill each other off.
Yeah. But Ricochet there was a lot of people trying to purchase the place, but the person that was selling it was very careful to who he was selling it.
Mhm.
That's what it was. But a lot of people wanted to grab that spot, and basically you had to give a your demographic, like your background. They want to know why you're buying it. Who are you? Is this your first? They were doing a full background check on you. They didn't want to sell it to anybody. But that was a good spot they made it into a grocery store. But whoever would have got that
Would have killed.
and
That
rented that
parking
place
lot.
out,
Main Street. next to Kmart at the time.
Yeah.
Never knew.
And then like the clubs didn't stop, but they put mad restrictions on it. Like you had to come with collar shirts. I think that's still going on right now, ain't it?
Yeah.
You have
Sometimes
to still
no
come
white
with-
tees.
No white tees, no big shirts
No,
with
what is
anybody's
it?
dead on it.
Yeah.
You couldn't- They
No
restrict all
hoodies,
of
no
that. Anything
camel.
that was like 2000 Nuck if you buck type.
Yeah.
None
They
of
still
that.
do
You
that.
couldn't dress like that. Yeah, they still got that restriction, so you
They
still have
say
to wear
though,
certain
a
things.
person that's gonna go out there and fight or do, they're gonna be dressed down. I feel like if you're dressed up, you're not out there with the mentality of fighting somebody. You might shoot somebody,
don't
but you're
care.
not gonna fight.
You don't care what
On
clothes you
sight.
in.
It's
It
on sight.
don't matter what clothes you in. You can fight with a collar shirt on. They ain't gonna
No,
stop
but if
nothing.
you're looking like if you put on your best with your expensive, let's say your Gucci shoes and a polo shirt, and you got your little Rolex, you're not going out there to fight.
You are right. I got stopped by the cops, and that was my argument. I was like, bro, I'm too fresh to get into a fight right now, my nigga.
Thank
I'm
you.
not fighting.
These are $300
glad-
shoes. Yeah.
And it's snow.
Then you see the ones that are in there with white tees, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, something's about to go down, and those are the ones because they ain't go to
What?
impress nobody.
But those was some golden eras though. You had like a flock of them sitting in the corner, and then like the pants would be like down to here.
Oh, yeah.
I never got on that style because I was always skinny, so
You
I
trip.
never could do
I
that.
don't understand why. You could trip, right? You wouldn't walk. You can't walk.
It didn't matter to them. It was gangsta all the way through. And
I
they would
did.
have
I did the
bandana.
dickies with my boxers showing.
See,
middle
I
school.
think girls can get a pass with it.
Yeah.
Girls and kids can
And the
get
hush
past with
puppies.
certain things that guys cannot. And the guys will have like their little bandana over the
Yeah.
top with the
I
The
like
TI
how you see
side
that right
hit.
there, that chicken.
Yeah, right. They always sitting like that. And then if you see that one, the one that's rocking the most, that's the one that's finna hit somebody.
Yeah.
And then when a girl pass, hey, little shorty. Hey, shorty.
I hate that.
Hey, look.
The booty slapping. I
Hey,
hate that. And then you
shawty.
turn around to say something, there's like 7 of them staring. You're like, let me go to the bathroom.
Right. The
Yeah.
confidence that Fort Myers has on women, I've never, like, I'll approach somebody, but I'll approach them with like, hey, you want to grab something to drink or something like that? You wanna-
Yes, please.
But the confidence Fort Myers got, oh man.
It's not confidence, it's the disrespect.
I mean, the
That's not
disrespect, but
even
it's still confidence. You need to come up there to be able to like,
No.
okay, I'm gonna disrespect this
That's
woman.
bold confidence.
That's
Yeah,
bold.
yeah.
That's to come up there and just don't even know her from Adam. Just
Yeah.
Hey, shout out-
when I was in Jamaica, Jamaican men, love y'all. Y'all so fucking aggressive. I
Mm.
was at the beach trying to get away from one. I go in the water. This motherfucker jumps in his canoe and follows me out to sea. And I'm looking back and he's following me in his canoe and I'm like, oh my God, there's no getting away. So I'm like, let's go back to the shore. And, I'll take a break, literally open my eyes and they're right there like, yeah, let me spend the afternoon with you. I eat that pussy.
man,
and I'm
they
like,
trying to get their
no.
green card, baby.
But vulgar, I'll eat your pussy all night. I'm like, no, I don't want you to.
Cause they know the women come over there from the movies. Your Stella got a groovebacks and stuff like that. They know they're not saying you.
Dude, you saw my step how they were talking
Yeah.
to me, and I'm
Yeah.
just there like recording myself while they're talking nasty to me, and I'm like, I'm a married woman. Where's your ring? I'm like, damn it.
Left
You
that
put
bad boy, yeah.
Trying to
They
be sneaky.
are, yeah. Oh, like not saying nothing bad about a woman, but if there's like a level of, if you ain't sophisticated and you can just fall in that trap, which one went in? Oh, it's the one that's on the end. But if you can go in and fall into that trap, most women will fall right into that hole.
Well, one
Right
of the
into it.
doctors I work with, she's Jamaican, and I was telling her, she's like, you need to understand that women go and have their divorce parties out there, their bachelorette parties out there, their, cougars, and unfortunately, now the men out there just assume the American women are going over there to get laid and have this fun,
Mhm.
so they are used to that. They've just volunteered themselves at this point, so now they're aggressive and they come at you thinking that all women are like that. But she told me the truth. She's like, if you're in a touristic place and the people from the outside come in, oh yeah, they are hunting you down. And it was,
And they know where to get you at.
Yeah.
It's no different than with some couple of girls that got kidnapped
It's a female
in
Thailand.
France.
It's a female
They just taken like as it was like a bio from it,
Yeah.
like a piece of it, but that's basically what was happening.
I shared
in
my
France.
location at all times with people that were here in the States and the people that were with me. They had my location on just in case, and I had like my phone on me, in my skirt, in my bra. Because it was scared. Like it just takes seconds.
As fun as they like that 365, they don't really want that shit to happen, do they?
Listen,
We talk about getting kidnapped and tied
Yes.
up. And be-
As sexy as it is, I know that shit was frightening.
I remember that.
He looked good, didn't he?
365 though, he wasn't disrespectful.
Kidnapping is kidnapping, whatever the fuck out of here. Or whatever. 'Cause
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want to
Respectful
go to
kidnapping.
the beach and tan and have a guy tell me how he wants to suck my juice on my coochie. Like that's not okay.
Hey,
Dash of chloroform.
okay, did the guy look good?
He wasn't bad looking. He was cute.
That's all it
Just
needs.
mix
man.
the chloroform like 360.
No,
ready to get-
no.
you ready to get kidnapped?
No, I just feel like, ew, how do you go around just sucking coochie all day? Ugh.
Okay, change the dude out to the 365 dude. But the movie never came out. The movie never came out. You don't know this dude from Adam. He ain't kidnap you.
And he had that voice.
Mm-hmm. The
But
whole.
you can't see your mama. Can't see dad, and you can't see.
He
your
gave
daughter.
her
You
the
got a
cell
whole
phone.
dog-
He
Huh?
gave her the cell phone back where she could do phone calls.
After.
It was a hot minute. She was
After.
kidnapped
Yeah.
for the first 2 weeks.
I have not seen part 2 yet. I know you told me it sucked. I don't care. I still want to see it.
Watch, guarantee you. Well, you
I
might
just
like
been
it.
so
You might.
busy,
You might
so-
like diet porn. I don't know. You might like it
Okay.
because you do it, right?
What?
Diet porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we fine.
Okay.
But no, back on this. You was fearing for your life though, homeboy.
was.
And most
I
women,
was.
there's a good portion of women that say, "Hey, I want somebody to cater to me," and he was ready to cater.
Mm.
But how much catering do women want? Because then it's next level catering. He gonna be on his shoulder. You take a shower. Hey, how you doing? I got your back.
Now it's too much.
Now it's too much.
Too creepy. When it's too much, it becomes too creepy.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it was in 365. Homeboy was around every corner she turned. And then she felt what? Suffocating.
She did.
Mm.
I'm like, it's like,
And then
I
she
feel like
going
it's
to
in the middle,
a
like,
whole
yo.
nother nigga. Oh!
Shut up.
I'm in the middle. It's like I want to get pulled over here and get kidnapped by him, but then I want to get pulled over here and be like, that's not right. But then she ends up being happy. Like, do you have to go through the storm
For
to
how
be
long?
happy?
For how
How
long?
did she end up being happy? She ended up being happy with someone else, right?
No, she fell in love with
She
him.
fell in love with him.
Oh.
And it didn't take her 365. It didn't take her the whole
Yeah, she had
365.
365 days to fall in love. It took her like, what, 2 months? 3 months?
I think it was
Yeah.
less than that. I
Less
think it was
than
a
that.
month.
Yeah, he did his job.
I mean, but the thing of it is who wouldn't?
Who would
Money,
Who
would
wouldn't
kid-
want to
who
get
would-
kidnapped?
Who would kidnap or
I
who wants to
mean,
kidnap?
the
someone?
voice, the look.
But she didn't know anything until he didn't tell all that information until they was at the table. So this whole entire time, you think you just get kidnapped by a gangster.
Or sex.
fine
She
with
didn't know
that.
nothing about no money, no nothing like
Nothing.
that.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it.
How's
So
that-
you
There's
willing
no
to wait
reward
that
at the
whole?
end.
So
No,
you
no, no,
willing
no.
to be okay?
Yeah.
Nyla,
So
what's
technically,
your daughter
it's
name?
worth
Nyla?
it in
Nakayla.
the end.
Nakayla? Mama don't care about you, boy. She ready to get kidnapped.
As long as there's
Kidnapped.
Give me a
reward
month,
at the
baby.
end.
Give me a month. I'll come back for you.
Give her a month. Oh man, she don't care.
What if you get somebody that's like Misery, a male version
Oh
of Misery?
man,
Oh,
put your legs
no.
between
And
your
let,
legs
cause you
and
ran
knock the
away.
leg off.
Cause you ran away. You
Yeah,
didn't learn.
and he was cute. Just cause he
Okay,
was
You
cute.
guys gotta turn this. You know what? I don't want to get kidnapped.
See, but we talk
I
about men
don't.
kidnapped.
Don't.
He just wrote
No,
a book
I don't
that was
want-
too good.
Right, Steve.
All
Shout
he
out
did
to
was-
Stephen King.
You know what I'm saying? He wrote a book
Oh,
too
that's my
good.
favorite author.
And he got legs shattered.
Right, and he thought he was getting a bad bitch.
What?
I
She
don't
was
wanna be
not.
kidnapped.
Not at all.
Yeah. It
I'm
was
old school.
nutty.
Write me a little cute note and stick it on the window of my car.
Mm,
You know?
old school.
Yeah, that's cute. I
You
wanna
want
go
the fold
out-
too? You want
Yes, and fold it like a little heart. Put it on the windshield.
I learned origami.
Yes,
I
and you just
forgot
write
all
the-
about
you
it.
just write the
that.
pillow far away so you don't
Oh
smear the
my
letter.
God.
Oh, and then
Vent
put
it.
the lipstick on and then kiss it.
And you kiss it.
Why would I wear lipstick?
Look at this. They
You
want to
can
live
go-
in the
you can
past.
go
They don't want to
chapstick And
pivot.
you'll live like the little grease spot.
Why would I do that?
You have it on right now.
But why?
And then he got to go to the store as a man to go get some lipstick.
Or
He hasn't
chapstick.
been talking
But
right
he's
now.
got
He just
chapstick.
went
Chapstick.
on.
It's chapstick.
It's
Yes.
not the same
If you
thing.
But
kiss this
mine's
paper right now,
medicated.
you'll
I'm not
look like
gonna
a
waste
grease.
it.
Oh,
That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
Where's
It's
the
just-
paper bin?
Draw me a picture. Write me a letter. You know, I like those cute things. Like I want to open a letter where it says, if you want to know who this is, go
Secret
behind the
admirer.
car. So you go behind the car and there's a little note there. It's like, if you want to know who this is, go to the tree in front of you and dig and
Kidnapped.
Now go into this white van.
Kidnapped. That's how it happened. That's how
I mean, it
that's
doesn't
how
always have to
easy.
lead to that.
Oh man.
Let me make a note to myself. I have a folder about this big of like letters that I saved since middle school. I'm pretty sure it's over like 300 letters.
From other dudes sending them.
Different people, yes.
now how would the
Make a note.
new man that comes into your life gonna feel about you keeping shit?
My memory, I'm very big on memory.
Okay.
That's the type of person I am. So there's things like I like to save my tickets when I go to concerts, when I go to movie theaters. I like to make scrapbooks, stuff like that. I'm into things like that. Memories.
You
for
trying
me
to do a
is-
notebook type of lifestyle so you
Memories
can
for
go
me
back and remember it?
Sometimes I read those letters and I'm like,
Like, damn.
where is
What?
this guy
Oh my
right
god,
now?
I used to keep.
What?
And sometimes I'll
As
search,
the-
try to search them on Facebook,
What?
and I can't find them. I'm like,
As the
what
other
Trying
dude
to
told me.
cheat.
Yeah, for real.
Trying to
Please,
cheat.
Throw these letters out.
No,
Dang
no.
it, Lena. What did we just
What
learn?
did we just talk about?
We just learned.
Sometimes you
She gonna be
just
looking
want
at.
the-
Wow.
Sometimes you just
Already
want the
ready to
best for
cheat.
them. No, you
She
want the
ain't no
best for
good.
them.
What?
She ain't no good.
What?
So you gonna Facebook stalk them, see how they're doing, and then be mad, and be like, oh,
and
he
then you'll
this.
be like, oh my god, look, he's married, he got these beautiful kids and stuff like that. I'm like, no, that makes me
Let
happy.
me-
That's it. I'm not gonna add him.
But what about this question never popped in your head? We would have had better kids.
No. I barely wanted kids. Mikala was my miracle baby.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, that seems like a good point to close us out. We're going to do a review at the end of this podcast and a little note to the audience members. Cheating is okay from the mouth of Lena.
As long as you get
Keep your
kidnapped.
memories. Keep your memories just in case
Oh,
they
yeah.
doing all right.
You're missing the
And
biggest
they
part.
cash in.
You remember?
You're missing the big. You gotta have a reward at the end of the kidnapping.
Oh, yes.
No.
If you don't
Yes,
give
we
them
learned a
reward
lot
at the end of the
today.
kidnapping,
We did. We learned a
it's
lot.
not worth
You
it.
remember
So-
the planners that we used to have in high school or like middle school through high school?
Uh-huh.
I used to keep those, and I had like little special dates. Like I did this on this day, this on this day.
Yes.
Went with this person this day. I mean,
I
I,
used to
I
write down,
finally
like-
got rid of it because I was technically, it was just like over it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I
I had,
used to
like,
write,
all
first
4
time
years.
Kissing Alex, little heart.
What?
Yeah.
And then like 3 days later, it's like, first time kissing Jerome.
All right, let me go ahead and close this show out. I'm gonna do a positive note. Cheating is good, according to the women. This is what I'm hearing. Keep your memories. You wanna cash in.
Jesus.
You want
yo.
to cash in your good pussy because you know what I'm saying. It's already got mileage on it. You know what I'm saying.
Go to Jamaica.
Right, go to Jamaica.
Cash.
Find you a dude. If you love catering, there's a bunch of Jamaicans ready to get their green card. Okay, y'all come on here and get them. All right. There's ways to cheat the system and get your money. Okay, you can marry yourself into some.
All Caribbean men know how to cook too,
Facts.
so that's a benefit.
Boom,
Oh,
good
shit,
dick.
I forgot about that.
I heard they got
Fucked
good
up.
dick too.
Fucked up.
Yeah, and then they got the accent. They'll
Give
keep
me
you
jerk
in.
chicken every
Yeah.
day, I'll be happy.
But I heard the Jamaican dudes wants to have several women at the same
They
time.
did say that.
Yup.
They say they never say no.
Yeah, it's rude.
Married
Yeah,
or
it
not.
is. Yeah,
it's
it
really
is.
rude.
I look, that's an excuse.
He's
You're
got
married right
manners.
now? He's like, yeah, but
But it's okay for
he
y'all to
said-
keep memories. Man, let's go with this show, man. This is intellectual nonsense. We is out. Hit us, Ashley.